Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, a quick prayer, a solemn one to the God of dislikes. Having an otherwise good life, but running into some barriers. It's probably best to describe by example. I need to get a backup camera on my car. It's giving me a lot of headaches. Unfortunately, I live in Phoenix, Arizona. The geography is really wonky. To go to a shop of any sort like that, I am autistic. Going out of my way where none of my favorite hangouts are around is very tricky for me. I would so much love it if one day while I was at work, the God of dislikes just took over my car and did it for me. I would so much love that. So that would be the ideal. Obviously, the God of dislikes may not exist, but I'm just describing what I would like to have happen. Maybe one of these days I'll find something that forces me to go there anyway. See, ideally, there would be some reason for me to be there. Maybe there's a coin show or an art show or a first date that requires me to go there. Oh, then I'll do it at the same time, right? Maybe as I'm browsing coins or selling art, the car could be worked on. Then that wouldn't be so bad, right? Okay. The other problem is that I'm recording this in November. I really love my work. I love my hobbies as well, and I do get along with people here. Quite a few, two big friend circles that I do have here. That's great. The thing I don't like is how life is just constantly in motion. You can't even catch a breath to breathe for a couple moments sometimes. Give you an idea. Got a couple minutes. That's why I'm recording this video. Give you an idea. I'm constantly tired. One time I was so exhausted, but I needed to get to work. Now, why didn't I call off? Not necessarily because I needed the income, but because I get along with a lot of my colleagues. Give you an idea. One of my colleagues is a college student, and she wants me to meet her family. Her family works with software, and it's a great opportunity for me to network. And so I don't want to call off work and miss something like that, right? But I'm exhausted. I'm on the road. Finally, oh, so relief. I see the light turn yellow, and I could have ran that light, but I needed some relief. So I put the car in park and parked at the red light, and I reclined my seat. I figured by the time the light turns green, the guy behind me is going to honk and wake me up. When I was in high school, I had a friend who was a big fan of Green Day. They had a song called Wake Me Up When September Ends. And it was September when this was going on. And so as I reclined the seat to lay down for a little bit, and then I started singing, Wake me up when the light turns green. And I just needed to catch some shut-eye. Well, unfortunately, and this is the kind of misfortune I run into, the guy behind me was going to honk at me, but his horn was broken for some reason. So after he had waited, I don't know how long, because obviously my eyes were closed. I was thinking about the wake me up. He pounds on my window and exclaims that his horn is broken. And I look up, and just as I look up, the light's yellow again. And he's so upset. And I try to catch a few more moments of shut eye, and I get to work. I had a good time at work that day. I'm glad I didn't call off, but I just wish I could catch a moment for myself sometimes. This December 6th is Eve Curry's birthday. I promised myself I'll do something big for, why don't I celebrate Thanksgiving? Well, the problem is that on Thanksgiving, none of my favorite haunts are going to be open. In fact, it's more of a day of, it's almost like a pandemic all over. There's nowhere to go, right? All right. But at least Eve Curry's birthday is coming up. December 6th, she turns 121 years old. I'll probably celebrate by making some kind of art related to her. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.